Yeah.
Temu. It's the most downloaded app currently on the app stores. So how long has a site like Temu been around, and how fast did it grow?
I've known about Temu for significantly longer than most. I didn't know most people didn't know about it
Yeah.
because I had many friends from China showing me this as
Okay.
like an aggressive Amazon takeover. And like I could really go deep into this. Like if you look at how Alibaba is, which has like a greater longevity, that's a better website to look
Yes.
at in a comparison of Amazon. But Shein, Temu, Fashion Nova, there's several of these big brands that are heavily funded and have this playbook that they're following. That if you are an e-commerce brand, I cannot recommend more looking at the app, looking at their websites, looking at their language changes. Like look at how their websites vary from Mexico to US. Like just change the .com to .mx and you will see the difference. It is again like a written playbook that you can basically copy and paste all of the innovation that they have done because the money they have invested in split testing has allowed them to accelerate such advancements in the market. I mean, they also provide, their USP is that it's a more affordable solution because they're cutting out the small business owner that sells on Amazon. They're
Yeah.
providing direct from factory and making a competitor and reducing the margin so that at scale, they're incredibly profitable. But they wouldn't be successful if they weren't doing a million orders a day. Like there has to be
They
a
spend a
threshold.
lot in ads as well, right?
Of course.
Because the first time I discovered Temu was when I saw probably an ad on Instagram or Facebook. And then ever since I see ads following me everywhere I go on the internet,
Yeah.
like retargeting, right? But
Yes.
they seem to be like investing a lot in advertising and paid channels.
Oh, definitely. I can't even imagine how big their campaigns are, but it's not even just to one platform. It's just the West has been such a destination for commerce sales. There are so many foreign entities that have launched businesses in the US that they don't even sell in their local markets. Now, what's interesting is China has been like, hey, we were copying, we were pasting, we're doing these black hat, but still allowable tactics. Now there's this huge, hey, you know what? We want to partner with those in the West because we've had this like reputation stain. But what we can do is we know commerce better than most Westerners, period. But we need that Western touch, that experience to accommodate to the US marketer or to the US consumer in a way that it's like 1 + 1 = 17.
Yes. One of the drawbacks, or let's say one of the negative elements when it comes to those big Chinese websites, is the element of trust. Many people in the West probably do not trust
Sure.
those sites, or maybe they don't trust that they will receive whatever they order, or maybe the quality of the products they order. Have these Chinese like big e-commerce players worked on that front and improved when it comes to providing trust?
That's such a good question because it's going to vary significantly. I think the part of the collaboration with the Western side is honestly having a mascot. Like you have the trust built and you have that lens to see, hey, this looks really scammy.
Yeah.
But to be honest, a lot of American small businesses are using Chinese products and they're using inferior products.
Okay.
Like they are
And
sacrificing
then
quality
reselling
and
them.
reselling them for a
Okay.
profit. And so it's interesting of like where this marketing came from. But ultimately, I think depending on where you are in the United States, depending on who is the president, because politics play a lot into this, as does Hollywood. I do think quality as a whole from China in the next 10 years is going to be a different conversation because of where they've invested money in terms of like electrical batteries. Like batteries is currently like the biggest limitation to human technological advancement, period.
Okay.
Where they're investing their time, their research, they're building superior products at like a
At lower
high-end
prices.
industry.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like cars and home developments
Okay.
that will become a standard in the West, I think, which will then diminish down to China will not be an inferior product. Like, I think there's going to be, like, if there's, like, the swing of the pendulum, my assumption is that Chinese products are going to have a superior quality check.
Wow.
Because they are just further advanced. Like, they'll become the Apple, while the West will be Android.
But what about the pricing strategy? Will they remain lowly priced? Like, would the prices still be low, or they are even amping up their pricing?
Oh, that's a really good question. So for a lot of things where they're amping up pricing is, I think they're always going to have this low ticket entry offer, but then they're building the luxury style of it, because on Temu, on Shein, you can still get shirts for $4, but you can also get bags for $500.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All made in China, for sure.
I would
Mostly,
guess,
probably.
I would guess, but they're expanding this, so I think it's just they're becoming like an Amazon, where the pricing is agnostic. It's just a delivery of the product, and they're like this mega online store. We have everything for everybody.
Okay.